Hi guys, it's Bob back again, and today we're going to look at the Star Wars Return of the Jedi. This is for the digital release collection. Figures. There's 4 figures in each one of these boxes. There you go. You can see it says Star Wars. These are just pretty cool. There you have who's in each set. That's easy for me to say. There you go, Return of the Jedi. There's Luke, and you got an awesome picture of Boba Fett down the side. That's really cool. And I think when you put them all together, it says Star Wars because you can kind of see the R and the S. Anyway, here's a look at the back. Here's collect them all. You got who's in Episode 1, Episode 2, Episode 3, 4, 5. And of course we're looking at Episode 6 here. So it's just a sleeve that slides over top of the packaging, and it comes in this awesome window packaging so you can keep them nice and safe inside if you want to display them. Of course I've already taken them out, but you get Wicket, you get Luke Skywalker. Let's raise the camera up here just a touch. You get a Biker Scout, and you get Boba Fett. So looking at this, there's nothing on the side. There's just a bunch of stuff on the bottom there. It just kind of tells you who made it and Hasbro and all that stuff. On the back, you got this awesome picture that's like almost like a poster from Return of the Jedi. Very cool. I really like it. That's cool just as a display piece by itself. Anyway, oh yeah, I forgot to show you. This is a Disney, so these are pretty new playset. There's all the warning. There's a sad baby because he can't play with it because he's under 3. So we'll just set this off to the side. First off, we'll look at Luke. Let me just give me 1 second. I'll just adjust the camera here. Come down to his level, because these guys are small. We'll come down and almost there, and we'll just readjust. Sorry for the making you motion sick. Anyway, so okay, so there we go. So here we are looking at Luke, and he is pretty cool. Of course he's a Jedi when he goes to Jabba's palace. He's dressed like that. His face, I mean, that looks like Mark Hamill. He's even got like the little scars on his face and stuff. He looks really cool. He's got the flap. Of course, he's got the hand that got cut off. His accessory that he comes with, it says it comes with 4 figures and 5 accessories, and I'll show you that here in a minute. But here's his lightsaber. It's just his green lightsaber. Even the hilt of the lightsaber has that gold around it. It's really cool, and he can hold it in, I'm thinking he can hold it in both hands. Yeah, he can. He can hold it in either one of his hands. But of course he always, he holds it in his right hand. So there's Luke. Now the articulation on these guys these are like from the vintage line. They're like 3 3/4, but they have very limited. He's got his head goes sideways. He can look that way, look that way. It doesn't have an up or down or rock, or it just looks left and right. His arms, his shoulders just go 360 right there, and that's it. There's nothing in the wrists. There's nothing anywhere else, because these are just like the vintage toys. The hips right here, they go up about that far. They go back about yay far because of the cut right there. He has nothing in the waist or anything. There's no other kind of articulation anywhere. He does have a pouch right there. That's kind of cool. Nothing in the feet. He does have the peg holes. So there's Luke. We'll set him off to the back there. Then we'll look at Wicket. Wicket, he played a major part in the war on Endor. He has this little staff that he comes with. That's pretty cool. I mean, it looks like it's a wooden with a carved stone on top for a spear. That's kind of cool. There you go. There's his paint job's really cool, and this is like a rubbery kind of plastic. It doesn't come off. It's molded on. It's on there, but I think it's glued on there, so I don't want to mess with it. He has no articulation in the head. His arms just go 360. His legs have this V cut right here, the V cut, and he can go like this, so he can kind of sit down. He does have holes, but that's all of the articulation that Wicket has, which is really cool. I don't mind it at all. And he holds his staff just awesomely, perfect, or the spear, I guess you want to call it. He holds that pretty cool. He's just a little cool little dude. His eyes in there, his teeth. It looks just like Wicket. It's awesome. So we'll set him to the back there. Next we'll do the Biker Scout. And on Endor, these guys were flying all over the forest. He comes with a little blaster. We'll take a good look at him. There's awesome detail, like right here. It looks like it's actually a fibered mesh and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. So there you go. There's that. He's got his arms that go that way, that way. His head does his full 360. Yeah, so there he is. He's got really cool detail. His boots are really neat. Really cool boots. Very cool boots. He does have holes right there too. Very nice. Anyway, we'll set him to the back. Oops. Without him falling. He lost his blaster, but his blaster just clips in his hand right there. No big deal. Maybe. His blaster with the greatest of ease just clips in right there. So there you go. There's the Biker Scout. And we come to my favorite. We'll have Boba Fett. And there's Boba Fett. His paint job is awesome. He has the Wookiee braids. He has his dent in his head. He has the symbol on his side there. The paint is awesome. He's got the missile on his arm right there. He's got the missile. He's got all the pouches. He's got the spikies on his boots. Everything. His articulation's the same. It's just 360. But his backpack, there's his jetpack. It does get in the way going backwards. His head just rotates left and right. His legs go up about that far and back about yay far. There's nothing else anywhere else. So it's very simple. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of articulation, and that's it. And with Boba, he has 2 accessories. He has his jetpack. There's a plug right there, and you can see his little cape that comes down. Very cool. And he has his backpack that just plugs right into the back there. The missile doesn't come out or anything. It's just a solid piece. But even that's pretty cool detail. It has that little bit of silver on either side. Then you got his rockets and stuff. It's really cool. And then his other accessory that he comes with is his other accessory is his blaster rifle with the scope on it and stuff. That's really cool. It's even got the sling around it, but on either side there, he can his hands are kind of weird because they're in this pose like that and like that, and it's really hard to get his gun to fit into his hand. There's not really a good place to grasp onto it, and I don't really want to force it or anything, but you can just sling it kind of over his shoulder. He can hold it like that, so that's how I'm going to display it, because I don't want to force his hands and like put any stress marks or anything. His fingers are rubbery and you can move them, but I don't want to risk it. I mean, it shows it on the packaging. It shows him holding his weapon right there, but even there it shows the gun kind of bowing, and I don't really want to do that. So he looks cool like that anyway. So there's the figures. Look at the figures. I can compare them with a couple things. I do have the original vintage 1979 Boba Fett. There you can kind of see they're a little bit taller in scale. The new Boba's that much taller, and you can see the backpack. His was just molded in. His is actually detachable. It's a pretty big difference. Of course, this missile doesn't come out or anything because I'm not that lucky to have one of those. But the paint job makes it amazing. It's a cool update to have them. The vintage line, even the boots. The boots are even cool because his boots have the spiky things and his boots don't. Peg holes look a lot bigger in here than they are in this one. So we'll set them off to the side back here. Stand, man, stand. I'm just knocking them over. Star Wars figures are never meant to like really stand. They're not known for good standing. And we'll do the Biker Scout. I had the original Biker Scout from the 80s. You got the look of them, the boots and stuff. You can kind of see they were going for the look of the Biker Scouts. The masks, or the helmets, are pretty much the same. The uniforms, you can see his uniform's not highly detailed, and his even has like the little wrinkles of the fabric and stuff. A lot of cushions. The arms, they're really cool. His hands are molded to hold the guns, and his one hand is, they're kind of just like open C. But there they are together. They look really cool. You got new, old and new. So anyway, and I don't have a Luke. Sorry, surprisingly I don't have a Luke from Return of the Jedi, and I don't have a Wicked, but I do have another Ewok. He was like one of the medicine guys. He was one of the bigger ones. Or the Wicked was just a kid in the show, so even with the vintage line, they scale really good. There's the scale for them. I'm knocking things over all the time, but there is vintage and the new updated version together, and that works for me. I think it looks cool. But anyway, so there's the look for the Star Wars Episode 6 Return of the Jedi digital release I can never say that word. I'm just gonna skip over it. Here, wait, this word right here, commemorative collection. Yeah, that was easy to say. But anyway, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And this has been Bob, and I want to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys again later. Have a great day.